Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck. My name is Adam Martuna. This is my mom, Gina.
He is the journalist.
And she's the enthusiast.
And I am enthusiastically ready to defend ourselves today.
Well, the reason for that is because it is the height of the Olympic season. We're right in the track and field events. We're really excited because we're doing well. Yeah, we've had some winners, and so we're going to continue to talk about it as the Olympics continue on and wrap up. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into the heart of what our discussion is, and this is another Usain Bolt.
It's a Usain Bolt episode.
If you will.
And here's why. I want to defend myself because we came out a couple of months ago with our Olympic preview and said that it raises our eyebrows. We're all track athletes in our family, multi-generations, and track's important to us.
Correct.
And it didn't pass the eyebrow test, the raised eyebrow test, the kind of times that Usain was putting up.
Right.
So we started getting heat.
Yes.
And quite frankly,
lots
some
of
hate.
A lot of hate
about
and
it.
heat.
And
a lot
so
of shade.
now that we're at the Olympics, we don't want to just give you our opinion. Even though we're sitting on our deck, it's our opinion. We've got some facts to back it up. Because numbers in this case do not lie. So why don't you jump in and tell them about it, son?
So basically from 1950 to about 1980, the 100 times were right around 10 flat. Okay, 10 flat forever, 9.99 forever. Then it just gradually started to decreasing and going down.
Carl Lewis
in the 88, and then in 92 really started to shave some time, break those records and start setting the new stage for what the 100 times are. And that's right around that 9.8 range, etc. Well, then in 1999, Maurice Green, Mr. Light Skin, lick his lips himself.
Right here from Lawrence,
Kansas. Here from Lawrence, Kansas, from the local guy, okay? He ended up running a 9.79, which was great, and that upheld for a very long time, okay? Then in the mid-2000s, in 2005, a Jamaican did take over and kind of dominated there, but it wasn't in the fashion that Usain Bolt was doing it.
Well, let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
Prior to 2005, a Jamaican had never held a world or Olympic record.
Right.
So this is what we said in our preview, was like they kind of came out of nowhere.
Right.
I mean, you weren't talking about, oh, Jamaicans here and there. They always ran track, but they had held no world records. Now, 2005, all of a sudden, here comes a world record beater.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was barely beating the world record from Mo Green. 9.79 to a 9.77, and it was basically that for a while. And then now all of a sudden, literally, if that happened in 05, now you got Usain Bolt on the scene in 2007, and he is just go ahead and running away with everything. And so at this point in time, we're trying to just put this all together so that way we don't look crazy as
we don't just look mean-spirited.
Exactly.
It's not just our opinion, because then you go from when these records were broken, it goes from a 10 to a 9.99 to a 9.98 to a 9.8 to a 9.7. All of a sudden Usain Bolt comes on, he's running a 9.68.
Yes, 9.68. And then
in a year from 2007 to 2008.
Right.
Then the world's come along 1 year later, and the record that had been 2.79, 2.77, Usain Bolt puts up a 2.58.
That's just crazy. I don't know how to explain that, but besides just questioning.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay, so now you've got this guy run that in the 100. And we know that it's hard to run the 100 and the 2. They're very different races. The 2 and the 4 are pretty compatible, but the 1 and the 2, it's hard to be the fastest man in both of those. As a matter of fact, the fastest man contest is the 100, not the 2. So we have Michael Johnson for the USA, who's carrying our 200 record. And what did he run? He ran a 19.32. Okay, now you got Usain Bolt running a 19.19. And so he's breaking records in the 100 and the 2. And here's the thing. Those records that he broke came between 2008 and 2009 in 12 months. He didn't shave like a couple of hundreds. He shaved tenths. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, you're like, oh, what's a tenth of a second? In track, that's like 2 or 3 feet that he's in front of people. And he's not gritting and coming to the end. He's looking left and right and pointing and getting done. He didn't fall out because, oh my gosh, I pushed myself. He's there doing the lightning bolt. He had extra in the tank.
He ran a 9.56 in 09 and pulled up with 20 or 30 meters left to go.
Watch the race.
Was literally skipping across the finish line with ease. He wasn't huffing and puffing. He wasn't exhausted. He wasn't laid out on the track, what you see a lot of times from people that have given everything they've got and they're just spent. No, he's out there skipping and dancing and chucking and jiving and pointing and smiling and cheesing with ease. 9.56. That is unheard of, unreal.
In a year.
And if you're a track athlete, you know how hard that is on your body to be able to do that and compete at such a high level like that, and not just compete and win gold or get first place. No, he's shattering records. Unreal.
And 8 years later, he's telling people on NBC, Peter Alexander, that his goal is to break 19, to run a sub-19 200. Now, here's where the rub is on that. On top of that's unbelievable. He couldn't run the Jamaican trials because supposedly he had a hamstring issue. It was international news. Usain Bolt doesn't run Jamaica trials. But later he ran some race in London and they put him on the thing. He goes from having a hammy issue to trying to break not only another world record, but to run, that means he's going to run the 200 with an 18 in front of it. Off of a hamstring issue? But wait a minute, you haven't heard. Did you see him taped up? Did you see him gimping? No. So I don't think he had a hamstring issue. This is my opinion. I believe that whatever he is doing, he would not have tested clean enough for the Jamaican trials. So they held him out, let him go run in London. Now he's okay. And the reason I'm saying that is because his denial pattern is the same thing as Marion Jones, Lance Armstrong, Ben Johnson. Oh, test me. I've never failed a test. None of them ever failed the test. They get busted when somebody tells on them.
Right.
They always talk about how hard they train. Of course you run hard. They're shooting you full of something and then you're running hard and it makes you better than people who are running hard clean.
Right.
And then it's the arrogance, because right now he thinks no one will catch him. Whatever he's doing, Jamaican yams, he thinks no one's going to catch him. So he's running around shushing us and lightning bolting. He actually told Peter Alexander he's already planned what he's going to do when he breaks the 19-second mark. That means he knows he's going to do it.
Correct.
Off of a hamstring injury.
Yeah, it's hard to sit there and watch when you know that everybody else is giving their best. They're not doing extras, whatever you want to call it. But then you've got one guy that's just blowing people out with ease. And it's just hard to watch. It really is. And so I don't
want to say it's ruining the Olympics, but you see everybody celebrating this guy. And it's the same denial pattern. Right. Anyone who's ever cheated, the first thing they do is tell you how hard they work. Then they tell you they've never failed a test. Then they get mad at you and send people after you. Yeah. And then they walk around super arrogant. You don't see Michael Phelps coming out of the water arrogant. He's dragging himself out of the pool.
Correct.
Usain Bolt is beating his chest and coming up with new things and running around and telling everybody, I'm the greatest in the world. In my opinion, Usain Bolt is dirty. And he's setting these kind of records. He pulled up enough that when he set that, 9.56, he probably could have run a 9.3.
He probably could have ran a 9.3.
He could have.
9.4, 9.3. Yep. And this is the saying that I appreciate. They say the saying is that records are meant to be broken and borrowed, but gold medals are forever. And with that,
I like that.
It holds true. You want to see records being broken, and with that, somebody else is you may hold the record for a year or for a day or 2 days, and someone else is gonna come. That record may not be yours forever. You're borrowing it from somebody else, and someone else is gonna borrow it from you. It's gonna be broken and it's gonna be moved on. But if you have a gold medal, that is yours to cherish forever. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna see this somewhere, hopefully, maybe down the road, and Justin Gatlin, you might get your gold medal in the mail.
You're going to get your gold medal. They're going to mail it to you when they have to strip it from him. And the part is, you don't get to see your flag and your anthem raised, but you'll get your gold medal.
You're going to get yours later on.
Well, let's be clear. We are never going to Jamaica. We are not welcome there.
We're not welcome there. They know our faces.
Actually, we're probably welcome.
Probably are welcome.
They probably do want us to show up.
They're trying to lure us there.
Listen, U.S. Embassy, if we go to Jamaica, please come get us.
And never release us. We're going to have to call President Obama or somebody to help us out.
Come on, haters, bring it. Yeah. We can't argue the numbers.
Just look up the numbers, people. We're not making this up. Okay, we're really trying to just justify the things that we're saying here. We're not just couch potatoes.
I'm going to pull my hammy on the way to the kitchen.
Exactly, and then never gimp the rest of the way.
Please.
It is what it is.
All right.
With that, folks, we want to say thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. And
go USA.
Go USA.
Usain Bolt is dirty.